All right, guys, we've got a new segment this week, and it's called Not All Heroes. And basically, we want to talk about some unlikely heroes that we've either heard of or come across in our lives. So the reason I bring this up is we were having Friday drinks after work a couple of weeks ago, and one of my mates, who hasn't given me permission to tell the story, but I'm going to say it anyway, was telling us a story of his unlikely feat of heroicism. Is that a word? No, probably not. But anyway, this was him being a hero back in high school. So he was in year 12 and him and his boys were hanging out like we used to do, like in the area of the school. And then the new year 7s came in and they kind of hung out with them, like in their area. So one day, one of the kids starts having a seizure, like full convulsing and like twitching and shit. And so the boys, the year 12 boys, like literally grabbed the kid, picked him up, like this frail little twitching, quote unquote, as my friend called it.
I don't think that word's allowed in 2020.
I think that's going to get bleeped out. It'll get bleeped out. It's all fine. And so they rushed him to the sick bay, and then he was all fine in the end. And the principal came down. And he's like, "All right, guys, from now on, you're going to be looking after this kid. Like he's your responsibility." So
they went from students to caretakers
to guardians to fucking heroes. And so literally over the course of that year, like this happened, I think 4 or 5 times. Anytime it happened, there would be an announcement over the PA system, and him and his mates, like the Autobots, they would just fucking roll out, no matter where they were, and they'll go get this kid and take him to sick bay. And apparently one time this happened, they were literally carrying the kid, and like the deputy principal was there with like an iPad and just like filming all of this. Because apparently they needed video evidence for some reason. So anyway, so this happened over the course of the year, and they get to year 12 presentation night, and him and a bunch of lads all got an award from the school for their services with this kid. So I'm like, okay, you had a pretty close relationship. Like, do you know where this kid is now? And he's like, nah, no idea. And I'm like, okay, do you at least remember his name? He's like, nah, we just called him the Shaker.
Oh dear.
And I'm like, he's just like, bro, I didn't even want to carry the Shaker half the time, but I had to. It was just our thing. So anyway, so that's... No,
I don't know if this is unlikely heroes. It seems like forced heroes.
How many people did it take to carry the child?
I think it was like 4 or 5 of them. Still, like a year 7 kid, like maybe 4.
I thought you were starting a joke, Ro, just like how many people it take to change a light bulb.
No, I'm genuinely curious to see how this happened. So if there's 5 guys, there's like, one on each limb. What's the 5th guy? Where's he bracing?
The head. It's most important.
It's like the 5-piece of Exodia, bro. You get the head, you get the limbs. Together, God card, baby.
Yeah, I'm just wondering now, like, let's say they have like a yearly exam or like a trial exam, and then all of a sudden, the PA announcement is there. What happens then?
You got to go. You got to go.
You got to take their responsibility.
Duty calls, I'm afraid.
Duty call.
So their school had that squad, whereas our school in year 12 had a jump squad, where these group of 10 to 15 blokes would randomly come up to you during lunchtime and jump you. They'd pick you up and throw you to the ground and run away.
Unlikely villains.
But no, yeah, when he told me this story, I just looked at him like he did not look like a hero at all, and just the way he told me this story.
Did he tell it with pride?
He told it with a lot of pride.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Dude, I'm so confused at what happens. So like what happens if could no one else carry him? They had to have these 4 or 5 blokes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he starts shaking in the class, and then the teachers are, here we go again. Call, Darren.
They gotta wait for the squad. The teacher can't pick him up
because they like were in the same area of the playground. I guess during lunch and recess they were there. So then they might as well just kind of look after him all throughout the day. Why not? And so yeah, apparently it happened 4 or 5 times throughout the year.
Yeah. Well. So I have another unlikely hero story as well. In this case, I'm the unlikely hero.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
Turn it up, mate.
Can we end the segment here?
So I kind of misunderstood the whole point of this story or this segment. So I'm going to tell you the story, and you're going to tell me if I'm an unlikely hero or just a hero. So I was out with this girl, and basically I had asked her out to dinner to break up with her, pretty much, to tell her I wasn't keen on her. And so, first of all, some people told me that was a mistake, going out.
Have we been through this story in the pod already?
No, it's different.
No, we haven't.
Different story.
Go on.
So I went to a Italian restaurant, and we're just sitting down having a feed. and I think we were there for maybe like an hour and a half ish. And I would say that in the hour and a half that we talked, I didn't know when to bring it up. So I really wasn't listening to anything that she was saying. So,
Half of the course with you.
yeah. So she was like asking me questions, and I was replying completely different stories to what she was asking. And so like eventually it got to the stage where I felt like I had to say something, because now it's been an hour and I've been like a mute for maybe 45 of those minutes. And so I decided to just like blurt it out. I was like, "Oh, look, I don't know where you are at, but we're on the same page. I'm not keen on you, blah, blah, blah." So it's like,
At that exact pace as well.
dude, I actually just sped it out. Like it was speedy. And at that point she had like taken the last bite of her pizza, and it got to the crust. And because I said it so fast, she started choking on her pizza. So now here I am in the middle of the restaurant where this girl is choking on her pizza, and I've started to just start smacking her back. And so people are looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And so I'm at violent pace as well. I am literally hammering her back.
I'm just trying to picture you having a meal out of nowhere, some bloke just smacking of his date.
Of course, you have to be a hero, but it's of your own fault as well.
But yeah, it's not every day you can say, you saved a woman's life by...
It's not every day you can tell people that you made someone choke on their pizza as well.
It's not mine. Who chokes on the pizza?
This is literally Ro's story. Like, I almost killed a woman, but I saved her, so...
So then eventually what happened was I eventually was like smacking her back, and people were looking, and then the pizza like spat out.
Oh.
And then the worst part, I asked her as a joke afterwards. I was like, "Are you going to finish that?" Because I thought that was going to lighten the mood.
That was a good one for me. That
did not lighten the mood.
Surprise.
But yeah, sorry. That's my unlikely hero story. If that
You're not a hero, Ro. You are not a hero.
In no way in that story you're a hero at all. In no possible way. Even the way you frame saving her, I was violently smacking her back. Oh, wait, what happened though? Like after, you said you said your little spiel. What did she reply?
Well, she told me that, I don't think you were keen on me or whatever, but that was not true based on the prior messages I received, but we'll not go into that.
So this story is you just had a domestic with your misso in an Italian restaurant.
Oh dear. Hero is what I like to say.
Hero, for sure.